The easiest trap when buying batteries is only looking at the specs on paper. There was a project before. At the beginning, the customer kept running into two problems. One was, sometimes the battery just wouldn't charge. The other was, the device was clearly charged, but it shut down after only a short time. Later, we took the product back and tested it. And sure enough, we found that two different problems were happening at the same time. First, why couldn't it charge? In the original design, after the battery was over-discharged, it could easily enter low-voltage protection mode. What the customer saw was, the charging recovery didn't work properly, or it looked like the battery could not charge at all. A lot of customers see this and immediately think the battery is broken. But actually, it is not always a broken battery. The real issue is that the protection logic was not set properly. Once the battery was discharged too deeply, the recovery charging step got stuck. Now let's talk about the second problem. Why was the battery life so short? In the original solution, there was a gap between the rated capacity and the real usable capacity. In other words, the specs looked okay on paper. But once the battery was actually installed in the product, it didn't last that long. So the device shut down earlier than expected. That's why this project was not solved by simply replacing the battery. What really needed to be done was this. On one side, we had to fix the charging recovery logic after over-discharge. On the other side, we had to redesign the cell capacity solution properly. The goal was to get more real usable capacity within the same battery size. After we made these changes, the charging problem improved, and the battery life became much more stable than before.